Access granted.
All this talk of super soldiers.
There's a riot going on somewhere near the center.
Dude, you do not want to get in our way tonight.
Don't worry, honey.
The cops are busy handling the
Wow, someone's
Yeah,
got
I don't know.
done.
Man, what's next? A curfew? Martial law?
Yeah,
Who are you?
the loonies are running
What you need,
amok.
player? This is it, man.
Walk away.
Revolution is here.
We naturally are finally fighting back.
What do you want?
I told you.
Just go away.
Angry rioters took to the
Thank
streets and
God I made it here before the riot.
There's a riot going on somewhere near the
footage
Seraph.
uncovered by Picus. Detroit.
Thank
Toronto,
God, Mr.
I don't know
Sarah sent
how
some
it
of his
happened.
security here to watch.
all report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms as Kusanagi, Isole, and Seraph.
Re-establishing security system. See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
No problems, Mr. Jensen. We've got everything under
They
control.
are essentially stripping our ability to defend ourselves away from us.
We've got the apartment complex.
Nice detective work, Jensen. You ready to return to HQ?
Yeah. Let's hope Pritchard's found that frequency.
You said it. Got a message for you, Jensen. From Pritchard. He says he's not in the office.
Great. So what exactly am I supposed to do?
I don't know. He said you should check in with the boss.
Even if it was true that we were breeding a bunch of augmented soldiers and training them, what do they think stopping us from going
Christ.
a bunch of robbers?
With this Glad you're here, Mr. Jensen.
Jensen has instructed me to make sure none of us react.
We'll have to hang tight in here until the riot outside disperses.
It looked pretty hairy for a while out there.
I heard you were out there,
seems to be
Jensen.
getting it under control.
I wouldn't want to be augmented and be out there right now.
What's with this I know we've done
Glad you're here, Mr. Jensen.
Some of the employees got
Guess you
really
didn't come here.
scared.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Not sure if you heard, Jensen.
Access granted.
Seraph?
David's just stepped out for a moment, Mr. Jensen. But do come in. I've been hoping to meet you.
Mr. Darrow. I'm surprised you even know who I am.
David speaks very highly of you. He says that when it comes to detective work, you are like a dog with a bone. Have you found your scientist yet?
What else did David tell you?
Over the years, plenty. But today I'm here as a friend and fellow scientist. Things are getting quite turbulent out there, wouldn't you agree? So many people drunk on revolution. The United Nations being urged to intervene. And all because of the technology I created.
Things have come a long way since then.
Haven't they? And now my old friend David wants me to lead us to the Promised Land. He's asked me to invite members of the UN to Panchaea, to convince them we don't need industry regulation.
Your geoengineering project in the Arctic Ocean.
The installation couldn't have been built without the assistance of augmented workers. And when it's finished, my little hole in the ocean is going to stop global warming. A lovely photo op, wouldn't you say?
If it works.
You mean, if it doesn't kill us all?
Adam? You're back. Can I speak to you outside? Get to the helipad, son. You're going back to Hengsha Island. Frank tracked down one of the GPLs.
Only one? Is it?
Sevchenko's. But Adam, he had to call in a favor of the DOD to do it.
Meaning, the conspirators probably know I'm coming.
you're Adam Jensen, right? The security chief here? Your men did a good job securing this building when the riot broke out. If anyone would have been able to breach the front door, we would have had to deal with them harshly. If you know what I mean.
Boss said we're heading back to Hangshaw?
Pritchard tracked Savchenko's GPL signal. If he's alive, there's a chance the rest of them are too.
That's a pretty big leap, Jensen.
We've been making big leaps for a while now.
Whatever you say. You ready to get going?
No time like the present. Let's get going.
Then hop in.
Bad news, Spy Boy.
Spy Boy?
Hangshaw Traffic Control just revoked our clearance. We're being rerouted to another part of the city.
I don't like that. I suppose you can't just ignore them.
Yeah, right. Chinese government. I've got to comply.
Bravo Echo Echo 008, proceeding to designated coordinates. What the hell?
We've got a sandlock on our tail.
Jensen, all systems are down. Hang on, we're going in hard. Stop, Jensen!
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. We need to get away from here and find Dr. Savchenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. But this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen. Jensen, the bird's fixed and I'm taking off. Now get on with the damned mission. And thanks, Spy Boy.
Anytime, Spy Boy.
Jensen, I've been monitoring comm activity around Hengsha. Bell Tower's looking for you. Hard.
I know. They ambushed us, Pritchard. Forced us to make an emergency landing. Malik barely got away in time.
But they're supposed to be...
The good guys?
Just give them a wide berth, Jensen. If they recognize you, they'll shoot. Jensen? It's Pritchard. Have you been watching the news?
Been a bit busy, Francis.
Jensen, the World Health Organization is advising all augmented patients to check in with Lim. There's a problem with biochip technology.
The glitches I've been experiencing.
We've all had them. So far, I can't determine why.
You heading to a clinic?
I'm running a few more tests. But since I can't exactly run them on you, and we don't know when you'll be back, you might not want to wait. Up to you.
Please don't hurt me.
Hey, I know you. You're the one Bell Tower is looking for. I seen your picture.
You got the wrong guy.
What's it worth to you for me to think so? Be a simple thing for me to yell out. Maybe a few credits keep my mouth shut, huh?
How about I find some other way to keep it shut? Permanently.
That won't be necessary. I see now that you're much taller than the man they're looking for.
I thought you might see things that way. Now move it.
Okay, leave me alone. I won't say a word to Bell Tower. I never saw you.
This is Bell Tower business. Back off. Come out! So rumor has it that Hugh Darrow is going to hold some sort of surprise UN summit in Pangaea. Really?
So I imagine First Light's gonna have yeah, probably conditions need some back with the team.
To have the faulty chips replaced. Inside. Sources tell me that augmentation giant Tai Yong Medical is scrambling to produce enough new and improved biochips to meet the expected demand.
哎，怎么回事？
One moment。
他们怎么能
你也
把
感觉到
这么危险的东西
新闻里
丢进市场？
他们把这里称为故障，把我吓死了。
我们可能
You
会
here
死
for
掉。
recall? There is problem with the peripheral nerve interface. We fixed with upgraded chip. You want it, yes?
Yeah, name's Jensen.
I will tell surgery. You buy something else?
I'm ready.
You need practice software? Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't want to talk right now. 这个很容易就是
Mr. Jensen, right? I am not mistaken. You are Mr. Jensen, right?
That depends. Who's asking?
I am sorry, Mr. Jensen. I am being impolite. My name is Wing Hui. I am a doctor here.
I can see that. What I really meant to ask is, how do you know who I am?
Yes, of course. Excuse me, for I am a bit nervous. Bell Tower agents were here a while ago, looking for a man who fits your description. When I heard what they were saying of you, it occurred to me that you might be exactly the person I need.
Are you trying to blackmail me, Doc?
No, of course not. I assure you, Mr. Jensen, no one in this clinic would dare to turn you over to the police. Lim has very strict rules about patient confidentiality, especially if those patients belong to our partnership program.
Glad to hear it. So what's this all about then?
I'm afraid I won't be able to go into very much details. Not before I know you are really willing to help. But I need someone to help me to stop a very dangerous augmented soldier, and possibly his squad mates. If everything Bell Tower said of you is true, then you would seem the good fit for this job.
Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me more.
Thank you. Now please, understand that I am to give you sensitive information on multiple parties.
I understand, Doc. You can count on my discretion.
I appreciate it, Mr. Jensen. Obviously, you are familiar with Bell Tower and the role they have in this city. What you may not be familiar with, however, is the fact that sometimes they contract limb doctors like myself to work in private clinics on special projects.
What kind of special projects?
What you Americans call black operations. Bell Tower selects some of their best soldiers and make them to be super augmented with experimental, top-secret hardware.
Not to sound too jaded, Doc, but none of that comes as a big surprise. Stuff like that's been going on for years.
Yes. Your government and mine have both been guilty of this practice, I am sure. But Bell Tower is not a government. They are a private corporation. A private army on sale to the highest bidder.
Is this about stopping Bell Tower, then? Because as much as I might hate them right now, I'm only one man.
No. It is not all of Bell Tower I need help with. It is just one of their covert operatives, a man named Michael Zelazny. He was implanted with experimental hardware, and to an extent that is way beyond legal regulations. I am ashamed to say I have operated on him myself, and he has been used in countless secret operations for the Chinese and others.
Sounds like the type of man you don't want to see going out of control.
Precisely. Yet, about a month ago, I have heard rumors that Mr. Zelazny and part of his unit had gone rogue. And 2 weeks later, a city official was killed in a perfectly staged operation. I am certain it was them. And then, a few days ago, Mr. Zelazny contacted me himself. He needed urgent help with one of his squad mates' augmentations.
I take it you said you would help.
They sent me to the back store of a meat shop near Pandang Road, in the Yutzao district. There, I performed emergency repairs on one of the agent's augs, a servo replacement. I believe this back store is their hideout, Mr. Jensen. You must go there and make Mr. Zelazny hear reason.
Yeah, I mean, what are super augmented killing machines known for, if not their unmatched love for dialogue? I'm sure nothing could go wrong.
Do not be too eager to dismiss the possibility of speaking to him, Mr. Jensen. Mr. Zelazny is a soldier, not a maniac. Your own unique situation will no doubt resonate with him. But if things do turn sour and he must be terminated, I think you are a good candidate to get it done. Or at least, survive. So? You have found Zelazny? I cannot stress enough the importance of this task, Mr. Jensen.
You seem like a decent man, Dr. Wing. Why did you get involved with something like this?
I always act according to my ethics, Mr. Jensen. I love my country. I respect its history, its government, its traditions. Bell Tower is under contract with Heng Sha, so I thought I was doing the honorable thing by being loyal. It is not easy to accept that one's beliefs might have been a fraud.
What more can you tell me about this operative, Zelazny?
He is American. His father was a Polish immigrant. His files portray him as highly intelligent, calm, and a fine strategist. He is also a religious man. He joined the army when he was 18. Ever since, he has excelled in almost every aspect of his military service. That is why he was selected by Bell Tower for the Special Operatives Project. At the time, the US Army delegated some of its work in counterinsurgency to the PMC. As for the rest, you will have to learn it from him.
You understand that I'm really risking my neck here?
Of course, Mr. Jensen. I'm afraid there is not much I can offer you, but I have a praxis kit I could give you in exchange for your help.
So what exactly am I supposed to do?
You should go to Mr. Zelazny's hideout, the back store of the meat shop in the residential district. I can send the coordinates to your Wayfinder augmentation. Once you get there, try to convince him and his men to turn themselves in. If that fails, I'm afraid you might have to put them out of service permanently, for everyone's safety.
Okay, that's it for now, Doc.
太可怕了！
我老婆总说我有疑心病。
I can't believe this.
别跟我说话，
Great.
我看
I'm
到
here
你辛苦
because
了。
I've
说完。
哎，怎么回事嘛？为什么我们还在这里没有动啊？天啊，那么多人！
Returning to tonight's biggest story, the World Health Organization today issued an unprecedented recall on augmentation.
Back away, sir. This is not me.
Mr. Jensen, Hugh Darrow here. Please forgive this intrusion, but David assured me of your cooperation and discretion. I find myself in need of some assistance.
I'm listening.
A contact of mine, Meng Yao, is in Hengsha, waiting to fill you in. I'll upload her coordinates now.
你也感觉到了吗？
Damn bell tower, asshole!
你不是当地人吧？
Oh, best in town. Yeah, I will be right here. Where are you?
Access granted.
Let's hope it's as good as they say. Mr. Jensen, right? Thank you for your time. I am Meng Yao, an associate of Mr. Darrow's. I'm in charge of one of his divisions here in Hengsha. You come highly recommended.
Really?
Your boss described you as a most precious asset. Apparently, you are very efficient and always get the job done. We could definitely use a man like you for this operation.
What operation?
We need you to help us stop a group of terrorists who are threatening the Panchaea project. Are you up to it?
Okay, I'll help out.
Excellent. Here's the situation. It has come to our attention that these terrorists possess highly classified proprietary information about Panchaea. We've been able to convince them to sell it to one of our agents, a man named Lo Fei. The meeting is supposed to take place near the Alice Garden pods in the Daigong district.
And you want me to crash this meeting?
Actually, there will not be a meeting. We are sending you alone to ensure Mr. Fei's safety. The terrorists will not be expecting that, and will have the information with them on a data chip. You have to neutralize all of the sellers and retrieve the chip so you can bring it to me.
I don't get it. If Fei set up the meeting, why risk sending me in his stead? Why doesn't he or even some of your other agents drop in on the sellers and take the chip?
Because Mr. Darrow wants an absolute guarantee that there will be no casualties. We will not play by their rules. We want them arrested and questioned, then properly prosecuted and sentenced. This will require stealth and efficiency. That's why a man with your particular skills will be indispensable.
Anything else I need to know?
The sellers are expecting Mr. Fei and Mr. Fei alone. If they spot you, they will shoot on sight. Need I point out this might make your job a lot harder?
Story of my life.
You must get that chip back, Mr. Jensen.
Can you give me a quick recap of what I have to do?
You must go to the Alice Garden pods in the Daigong district and intercept men who are waiting to sell classified information to a buyer. You will have to incapacitate all of them and retrieve the chip. Remember, no kills. Then bring the chip back to me. The sellers will shoot on sight, so be careful in your approach.
I understand this is a favor for Mr. Darrow, but can I expect compensation?
Of course. We do not expect charity, Mr. Jensen. You will receive payment in credits for your services.
Any idea who these sellers are?
Nothing substantial. We have a hunch they might be linked to Taiyong Medical, but the data chip will allow us to know for sure.
How's that?
All of our data chips are encoded with unique IDs and binary signature recognition. This means we'll be able to know exactly where it came from and where it went.
What kind of information are we talking about here? What could people be so eager to sell?
I am not at liberty to say.
You've been working for Darrow a long time. How do you like it?
Working for a powerful man ensures I am trusted with crucial tasks and involved in world-shaping events. It's quite exhilarating. You, of all people, should understand this.
I think we're done for now.
Right? 对不起，我不明白。
世界卫生组织发布了召回公告，你去人诊所了吗？我很高兴，我从来没用过那些该死的东西。不好意思，现在没得说。
在这里洞里找到了我的票，潘奇亚正在招人。
You're in the wrong part of town, 老外. Go back. You're in the wrong part of town, 老外.
Don't buy that crap, man. It's indentured slavery.
难道没有好人？
You're
Access granted.
枪声！
Replacement chips the odds are being given at Lynn Clinic's work right now. I have
pro-human organization had received permission to gather in protest earlier in the week, but police decided to shut down the local gathering.
That's far enough, Guaylo.
Tong.
You disappoint me, Jensen. I thought we were friends. Then my hacker goes missing. You break into my place of business, and you don't even have the manners to knock when you enter our room. A lot of bell tower heavies looking for you. And you reason I don't just turn you over.
Yeah. Vasily Sevchenko.
Never touch the stuff.
You're wearing his arm. GPL device inside it. Let me straight to you.
Scavenged tech. Get you every time. Wrong woman, don't do that here. Sorry to say, the man I got this from wasn't in a position to complain. Bell Tower gave us his corpse a few weeks ago.
Bell Tower? Not Tai Young?
Tai Young's not the one grabbing people off my streets then giving me choice args, so I closed my eyes.
Sevchenko had 4 other scientists with him.
I'm not wearing any of them. So maybe they're still alive, and maybe I help you out with this.
Go on.
I've got a pretty good idea where Bell Tower's been dragging people. Problem is, bastard's got my son. And he gets a bullet if I step out of line. See where I'm going with this?
Where's he being held?
One of my harvester boys will tell you all about it. Meet him in the sewers near the Alice Garden pods. Then, when you free my boy, come back and we talk some more.
I can hardly wait.
You find my boy, Lawai. He's smart. But he's not a fighter. He's more a, how you say it, scrapper. When my boy is free, that's when you hear more about your side.
哎，老外，那个老人说你没事儿。
哼，我看了不错啊，我妒忌你。
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Back again to this time, patients attempting to access. The room.
让人进来可是很少见。老板，给他打下来，膝盖在他胸口上面。突然，我的腿就发抖。哎，老外，那个
got a free pass from the boss.
哎，真倒霉，
把我整个人丢出去，我的腿还是发抖。有别的人看，他以为我是神经病。
那个真他妈的，我的手臂也遇到过一样的经历。当时老板就在我面前，整个屋子很安静，突然我的胳膊就抽搐起来，太他妈丢人了。那个是真的奇怪。下次见面的时候，说不定他就改变想法了。
哼，You got a free pass. 不错。
We're talking about bullshit, people. Bollocks if you're in London, merde if you're in Paris, scatter if you're in Athens, ping-pong if you're in fucking Beijing. It's all the same everywhere in the world. Let me keep you up on the latest pile of turds. Breaking news as of right now. Now this one is so fresh, it's still steaming, followers. It's so intense, you can't escape it. So, my apologies.
看到他被拦车所做的事情后。让人进来可是很少见，老板也比以前好说话。
哼，我看了不错啊。
我刚刚在这里洞里找到了
干嘛？别烦我
了！
了。
正在招人。不是啦，这样他们会免。
灭良宵。
Not the place for you. Get out, 老外.
你看我，
directly to inorganic tissue.
没错，我要求做手术。
让我们immediately to have the faulty chips replaced. Inside sources tell me that augmented.
Maybe if some of those people are worked at
事情很不对劲。你为什么这么说？
滴水之恩，当有人相报。
我别。
呀，因为。
You must get that chip back, Mr. Jensen.
I got the chip. The sellers are out cold.
Excellent work. Seems Mr. Darrow was right to trust you. We will send people to take care of the terrorists. Could I see the chip?
How about you tell me what's on it first?
Blackmail, Mr. Jensen? Don't waste your time. I won't tell you anything. Besides, there are stones better left unturned. Might as well just give me the chip and leave it at that.
I get that you're in a tough position. You feel you'd be betraying your employer's trust by giving me proprietary information. But Sarif and Dow are friends, and they sent me here because they both trust me. You should too.
Trust you? This is business, Mr. Jensen. And in business, trust is a word with no meaning. Now, will you please give me the data chip?
All right, take...
Good.
Returning to tonight's biggest story.
Where did it go? Maybe if some of those people had lied to Army would.
Have you heard about the recall issue by the World Health Organization? Anyone with augmentation is asked to report to a limb clinic. 但有人相报。
世界卫生组织发布了召回。
我别。拜拜。
You must...
How about you
Black...
Look, you're a powerful young woman. You're in a position that warrants your access to classified information. I understand that not everybody should get their hands on this, but I'm like you. I work for a powerful man, and I get entrusted with secret information on a daily basis. Plus, I'm the one who busted his ass getting this chip for you.
I guess your point is not entirely without merit. But understand, this information is extremely confidential. It concerns Panchaea, and more specifically, the Hyron Project.
Hyron Project? Never heard of it.
I'm not surprised. It is a well-guarded secret. But without it, Panchaea could not exist. Such an ambitious project. An installation extending all the way to the ocean floor. The pressure exerted against it is constantly shifting. Yet the slightest defect in structural integrity could bring it all down. That's why we needed something powerful and extremely efficient to monitor it, day and night.
You're saying the Hyron Project is some kind of advanced computer?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Thank you for your honesty. The information is safe with me, don't worry. Here's your data chip.
Ah, perfect. You don't know what this means, Mr. Jensen. Your help has been invaluable. Thank you. Here you go. Payment as promised. I'm sure Mr. Darrow will wish to congratulate you himself. Expect to hear from him soon.
It seems David has a flair.
Glad I could help. Couldn't let information about something as sensitive as the Hyron Project get in the hands of the wrong people.
No, we couldn't. So, Meng Yao told you about the project, I see.
A little.
I'm afraid words can't do it justice. To fully comprehend the ramifications of what's been created in Panchaea, you'd have to see it for yourself. And who knows? Perhaps one day you will.
You got a free pass from the boss. But don't try or you're going to end up as
Access granted.
Now, before we touch on some of our attachés out in Australia, I have to reiterate something. Should David Sarif be wary of China? Interesting question. My instant reaction is, of course, he should. Everyone should be wary of China. They've been moving in on everything American in the past 25 years, especially since that dragon dial.
Access granted.
干嘛？别烦我了！
你也感觉到了吗？哎，这感觉算是个小。
我很忙啊。
Have you heard about the recall issue by the World Health Organization?
Too late to hide.